Frauditor Mania. I love you so much. Thanks. You are so awesome. You are super. Eagle Nick says that. You are super. And I thank you.
Are you live right now?
Yep.
La 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 la. I don't care what you say. La la la.
Hi.
Hello.
You're triggering me. You're trying to get me
That's
emotionally active.
I'm not trying to. You're doing it to yourself.
The cameras,
Yeah,
witness.
that's fine. There's lots of witnesses. We're in the middle of the public.
You stepped in the puddle, buddy. Your sock's gonna get all wet. Your sock is all soaked and wet.
Oh, what an assault.
Fuck you up. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say it again, bro. Say it again. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Wait.
Are you serious right now?
Yes, like I can like stay out here with my camera and stuff.
Certainly.
Yeah. Oh, my name's Russ. Your name, ma'am? Wow. Holy cow. Such rude and unprofessionalism. Or, I mean, orally or in writing.
I'm gonna shut this window.
Can I-
I'm not agreeing to be in video.
Can I do an open records request? Please?
Let's go.
Don't you touch me. Don't you put hands on me. This is a lawsuit, sir.
Okay.
Everybody see what's happening? Look at this.
They're wrong.
Quit touching my penis! Quit touching my penis! Quit touching my penis! It's not. It's called a public easement. Quit trying to fucking bully me. I know my rights.
Stop. Come on. You're like an old man. And I'm an old man.
Sir, that's not nice of you, sir. That's not nice of you.
Go ask her. Go ask her, by the way. You cocksucker. Hey. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're making holy honor. That's how you throw your kid, right? It's a First Amendment right violation. I'm a press.
Get the f*** off me. Call the police.
No, you wanted to stand there and hold your cell phone in my face is what you wanted to do. Yes, you do. Take your cell phone and go and make your complaint, okay? Okay.
Those are my fucking court records on the floor.
Get this off my wrist!
She has a broken back, by the way, too.
I think that me wanting to know where to find you has anything to do with YouTube. You're sadly mistaken. Your name is going on the lawsuit.
I want to reference for a moment, please, a comment made by GJM. I'm surprised Will is even able to stream after his Eagles won the Super Bowl. Let me explain something to you people. We did not expect that. We did. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I apologize. Hold on. Let's bring it back up. Hold up. You're right. You're absolutely right. Let's do it right.
Frauditor Mania. I love you so.
She has a broken back, by the way, too.
I think that me wanting to know where to find you has anything to do with YouTube. You're sadly mistaken. Your name is going on the lawsuit.
And to this day, there has still been no lawsuits. Excuse me, Professor Chaos. I'm a tad bit off my game. I'm running on about 5 hours of sleep. Last night was a magical night. And, I spent the night at my uncle's house, had to hoof it back home the crack of dawn. But then I got to go back to Philly probably Thursday night because the parade's on Friday. Oh my goodness. No one expected utter domination by Philly, though. I didn't expect it. Stevens has 10 points. The final score should have been 40-6. When the score is 40-6 with 3 minutes to go, that's the final score. I love how they put up the first video that YouTube and the NFL posted after the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes highlights from a 3-touchdown game. The first highlight took place with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, down 34-0. The GOAT of our generation, the best team, the dynasty in the NFL, were being destroyed by Philadelphia. So we were in the streets late. I mean, I haven't partied that much since I was 17, 18, maybe 20. Oh my goodness. That was a game. In fact, let me just share a little with you. Hold tight. Okay, can you guys see it? So this was a photo from last night. So they started some major fires. Don't ask me why Philly made this set fires. I don't get it. But there were some fires, and this was a small fire. And I was like, yay! I saw on Instagram they were like big fires, like I think it was, I want to say like in the Northeast. I want to say, I was in Center City when I saw a fire, and I'm like, yay! But the police were on top of it, and telling people don't come near it. It was just, it's just a small fire. But give you guys an idea, like POV perspective. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but. That's I mean, I don't know if you guys actually have audio or not. I'm assuming you do. That's the song by Meek that they played. That was a song that won the Super Bowl in 2017. I'm gonna be honest. Philly only played 3 songs. That song, Blow the Whistle, and what's that other one? What's that other song? All comes to me. But they literally, everyone that were in the streets playing 3 songs, pretty much. But it worked. We were hype. And this was the fireworks we lit up on one of the streets in South Philly.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was nice being a kid again, out in the middle of the night, dancing, screaming, and yelling in the streets. No one cared. People were out drinking, smoking, screwing. No one cared. It was great, guys. It was great. The parade, and it's funny. So KK, of course, was home, safe. She sent me a very long but kind paragraph. She said, "I want you to enjoy yourself, but please, I need you to be a whole man tomorrow morning. So please come home at a dignified time and be in one piece." So I got the one piece part correct. I didn't get home till like 3 a.m. So it was a day. It was a day. But guys, yeah, Philly is lit. We are excited. I don't live in Philly, but Philly's my home, and we're excited. David, when is the World Series? Hey, look, October. Who knows? My Phillies might be in the World Series. Hey, David, I got one for you. If Philly and Texas play the World Series, Texas Rangers versus the Philadelphia Phillies in October, I will go to a game in Texas. If you go, I'll go and we'll link up. Absolutely. Smoking is bad for you. Well, I didn't say I was smoking. I wasn't smoking. I wasn't screwing. Yeah, I had a 4 Loko, but Wait, by the way, is it true that 4 Locos are illegal now? If you're not from the States, I don't know if that's like a Northeast thing, but like apparently they're illegal. Like, huh? Cardinals? Why would the St. Louis Cardinals be in the World Series? They're not even the best team in their division. Huh? You gotta explain that one to me, David. I don't get the Cardinals. I don't get the Cardinals whatsoever. In some states they are. So, like, apparently, like Pennsylvania, they're illegal. GJM. So 1993, that was when the Toronto Blue Jays won the World Series against my Philadelphia Phillies. But I will tell you something. Toronto has always had a special place in my heart because your team produced Roy Halladay. Roy Halladay was my favorite pitcher in the early 2010s. I mean, Roy Halladay was the definition of an ace when the concept of an ace was beginning to die. If you needed a guy to go out there 7 innings, 8 innings, 9 innings, Roy Halladay was the guy. Died way too soon. It's such a senseless, tragic accident. Oh, Roy Halladay was so good, guys. He was so good. I know the Toronto is on a good day, Toronto's the third best team in their division. That's the problem. On a good day. So that's the problem. Is the division that you're in. I mean, Yankees, Rays, and I'll even say the Orioles better than Toronto. That's the problem. Joe, that was in 1993. I wasn't even born yet. Okay? 30-something years ago. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. They weren't the Blue Jays. They were the Expos, Toronto Expos. That's right. I wasn't born, but yeah. And yeah, the Cardinals are rebuilding. I agree with that, but in baseball, I mean, okay. When was the last time a team that was like rebuilding actually went to the World Series? You could say it was Tampa Bay in 2008, maybe. You could say Miami when they were rebuilding in 2020 when Jeter took over. Well, they didn't go to the World Series, but they did pretty good. So I know they're rebuilding, but I don't think the Cardinals are going to be that good. I don't think. Yankees and Rangers. Okay. Cardinals and Phillies. So here's the problem. We're saying that because the Braves were bad. I don't see the Cardinals getting farther in the NLCS getting to the NLCS and the Braves not. Because Atlanta is a good team. Atlanta's really good. They were just decimated by injury last year. Yankees and Rangers. If the Astros don't get in the Yankees' way, I agree. I think that's a good matchup for the ALCS. But, I mean, in the NL, I mean, what teams are better than Phillies? Like the Dodgers, the Dodgers. Phillies are better than Milwaukee, better than Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a rebuilding team. Pittsburgh is a sleeper team. The Pittsburgh Pirates absolutely are a sleeper team. Absolutely. I would even venture to say I would probably bet the Pittsburgh Pirates will do better than the St. Louis Cardinals next year. Ooh. Might have put some money on that one. The Mets suck. I don't care that the Mets won 100 games a year or two ago. The Mets suck. RIP to your beloved Montreal Expos. What year did they make that transition? Was that like the night? That was like the late 90s, right? Again, I wasn't born, so whatever. Our muted voodoo said rip RIP Halladay. Roy Halladay. Not Holiday, but Halladay, yes. Man, yeah, he was a great player. All right. Anyway, down to business. Let's make sure I didn't miss any comments. I know Joe is in here talking about the Braves. No one cares about the Braves. MC Dillygaff, good evening, my dear. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming. 2004, they made the transition. I was 7. No, actually, that would have been in the offseason. I probably was 6. So there you have it. There you have it. Springbok will beat any team. I don't know who that is. Does a South African team? I'm not sure. So, okay, so that's some of the research. Montreal v. Toronto beef. Kendrick versus Drake levels. Is it that bad? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know it was that bad. I'm sorry. I had no idea. I had no idea whatsoever. No idea. Okay. All right. All right. So what are we doing here, guys? I know you guys are looking at the title. The title, you might be like, Will and VegasVips are beefing again. No, I'm not beefing with VegasVips. I don't think VegasVips has the balls to show up on my live stream because Vegas is a coward. He just hops around, says an insult, and then runs away like a cowardly, scared little girl. So VegasVips isn't showing up. I'm looking at the poll right now. In 3 hours, 74% say that Virgin Vips will not show up. I don't think he will. He knows I'm live streaming. I don't think he's going to show up. Springboks are the South African national rugby team. Okay. I'll be completely honest. I don't follow rugby at all. I don't watch rugby, but there you have it. That's the team. I'll look into it though. Are they a good team? Oh, it says they'll beat any team, so they must be pretty good. Okay. I'll definitely look into it. I'm all about international sports for sure. So
totally.
But anyway, so this is not a stream. I mean, I would like for VegasVips to come up and just you say, GJM's the VegasVips will show. We'll see. We'll see. So Lois Peterson, good evening. They are all cowards. Yes, we are well aware they are all cowards. MC Dillygaff, how long have you been live? 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Won't be on that long because I'm actually exhausted. I actually should be in bed right now, but wanted to hang out for a bit. GJM, yes. VegasVips has all of the sock accounts. He has like 20. I'll never forget where he hijacked one of my premieres and with all his sock accounts. And I'm like, dude, how do you have all this time in your hands to have 30 sock accounts? There's something wrong with the dude. Honestly, well, you just look at the thumbnail for this stream. It's clear he's. I can't say the R word, but it's clear dude has issues. It's abundantly clear. Anyway, why don't we get started with it's actually this video for public safety released today. Chris said, Fraudermania, did you see this? Oh, did you see the size of our players without any padding? 6'6". Look, rugby, you need to be an athlete. Wait a minute. The Philadelphia Eagles left tackle was a rugby player. He's 6'8", 360 pounds. Guy moves like he's 6 foot, 200 pounds. Rugby players are big guys, and they have the agility that's astronomical. It goes to show you, they talk about here in the U.S., obesity. It's like in other countries, people are bigger, but they're athletes. You know what I mean? Whereas in America, if you're a bigger person, that means that your health is declining. I don't know. I'm getting upset. My wife is not home yet and dinner's getting cold. Well, just heat it up when she comes home, my friend. So for public safety, indicates that our pal Thomas Clay apparently lied to the court. Ooh, I haven't seen it yet, so we're going to watch it together. Let's have a look. By the way, and let's just remember, what does it mean when you lie under oath? What's the proper term? We know it. Perjury. Ooh, a lawyer that perjures himself in court? That's not good.
Hey, Vippy, you want to call this special prosecutor numbers there and see if he's okay with that. Tell him why. See if he's okay with that for 2 weeks. Yeah, I knew that person died. Mr. Clay's call says he can't get out of the driveway. I think I'd be getting out of my driveway. I'd go crazy. Well, also, he's passed this every time we got here.
Well, every time there's a weather issue, remember the trees, they couldn't get out of the neighborhood.
Will you place that back in the exact routine?
Yeah. Well, you can't prove that his driveway is not impassable.
We're still waiting on
Mr. Beal's back.
Come up, Mr. Beal. So I need to sentence Mr. Beal on the DUI.
Yes, we do.
Mr. Beal, I need to sentence you on DUI. I will not sentence you on the dangerous because you did the word on that. Yeah, I do.
Have our office try to call? Yes. His last name.
I may have that cell phone.
We've got it. Yeah, I will get a phone. We don't have a cell phone.
Try to track down the judge.
Okay. I'll just talk to him so we can tell him.
So for my attempt at this, oops. Oh, this is, it looks like, well, here's the funny thing. I'm not really sure. So I'm guessing that this is like a court hearing. Obviously this is a court hearing that took place, and I'm guessing that for public safety or his lawyer Thomas Clay doesn't show. I just want to wait and see. I'm not sure. I haven't seen this yet. Yeah, it's writer's hearing where Clay couldn't come due to snow. Okay, so I have this is my first time seeing this, guys. I just want to see it out myself. I'm trying to figure this out.
Yes or no?
Hey. Is it Friday already? What's up, buddy? 1A expose. Great to see you, pal.
I was texting somebody from that office, but I don't know that it was him.
Is she in the common attorney's office?
Yeah, I got it.
Is that his cell number? He's probably going to slow down.
This does seem like a bit of dead air. So, like, is there like, did Thomas Clay say he appeared in court? Did he say that? Like, I don't really understand what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone seems to understand what's happening on the actual video in the comments, but I don't know what's going on. Ah, lovely JC is here. Good evening, lovely. Happy to see you as always. Thank you for coming.
Are you okay with passing that case in a couple of weeks? I can't do another time. Gives you about need further than 2 weeks. Okay.
All right, well, is this clickbait? What are they doing here? Kentucky lawyer Thomas Wade lied to court on 1/9/25. This video got 3,000 views, and people are commenting. Grounds for disbarment. This is news. What am I missing? What was this about? Did I get clickbaited? Clay said he couldn't get there because of the weather. So, why did he say he lied to court? All right, you know what? I'm sorry. That's what I get. Sometimes when you cold watch videos on a live stream, you come out like an idiot, and that confuses everyone else. I had no idea what that video has anything to do with. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I apologize for that, guys. Let's fast forward to a better video. Nerd Girl is here. Tim Woody is here. Welcome. Okay, so someone later posted pics of his car and driveway cleared off. So he lied saying he couldn't come to court because of the snow, but it was clear that he was able to move around. Wrangler law. What's Wrangler? What is Wrangler law? Like, I'm assuming now that he's in jail, that's gonna become a meme somehow. Like, don't be a Wrangler or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go over here. He couldn't go to court because he was snowed in. That day it was 50s with no snow on the ground. Ah. Wow, that makes sense. Wish they had given a little context in the video, but that makes sense. Yep. That is a lie. Anyway. So, let's have a look. Street level drug dealer gets caught with his product and loses his temper. I had a chuckle at this one.
Officer McMillan, Police Department. You got your license and insurance on you today?
Yeah, can you call the lieutenant for me? I want to supervise.
Okay. Still need the ID though.
Okay. There you go, right? She ain't suspended.
Got insurance.
A lady car.
A lady's car? Okay. Well, can you see if you can find it for me?
I don't have. Get the white shirt here. I'm not with following me through over. Yeah, no probable cause. I didn't violate no rules.
Well, you don't got a seatbelt on. Didn't use a turn signal.
I did use.
You were speeding. Nope.
Right there.
You were speeding. Got a brake light out. Okay. Don't got insurance in the car. Your which looks like you're banned from. So.
I look like I'm banned from there. Hey man, just call the white shirt.
He's asking for boss. I stopped him. He's got no seatbelt. He's got a brake let out. Turn without using a turn signal. All right, Jerome, you got the insurance?
I told you I don't have it.
You want to look for it, or?
No, I don't want to look for it. If you're gonna give me my ticket, give me my ticket.
Okay. I got the supervisor out here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to you. Okay. You sure you don't want to try to call your girl?
I don't want to do nothing. Write your tickets, what you gonna do, and leave me alone.
Well, can I ask why you're being so hostile with me?
Because you pulled me over for nothing. So just let me talk to the lieutenant. I don't even want to talk to you. Can I have my ID and my tickets? That's all.
You pick up?
You did. You can.
Okay. What's up, man?
How you doing, boss man? I didn't mean to come call you out your office or even mess with you. Okay, I dropped some money off to my niece and nephew in the towers, them Project Section 8 towers, whatever. Boom, I go to JJ's, I get some water, I see somebody I know, boom, I chop it up with them. I pull out the parking lot. He come from behind me from like if you coming down the hill. Yeah. He tailed me from all the way from there, all the way to right here. He pulled me over. I put on my turn signals. Okay. I stopped at every stop, full stop at every stop sign, everything like that. Then all of a sudden he say, he said I'm banned from JJ's. I came from a hot spot, something like that. I don't really know y'all areas out here, the hot spot. If I ain't dropping off money to my niece and nephew, I'm gambling at y'all casino. I'm out of here. Just like this, I couldn't just look like us right here. I couldn't do nothing without here. So I don't understand why he following me. I don't understand the harassment. I don't know if this a special shift. I don't know nothing about nothing out here.
All right. Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago. I'm from the north side of Chicago.
Okay. All right.
The only reason I come to y'all town is to drop that money out to my peoples or gamble, or I'm the fuck out of here.
All right. And we'll get you out of here as soon as we can.
I chuckle at this because a dude is guilty when he's literally babbling, whatever the word is. And the officer didn't even tell him why they pulled him over. I mean, they did, but he's like, I want a white shirt. Get me a lieutenant. Why? Like, aren't criminals supposed to be good at lying? And this guy immediately falls when the police are there, trying to protest his case when he doesn't even have to just yet. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to understand, sir. See, I came to you with respect.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand.
Well, I don't exactly. I mean, I just got out here, so I don't know what they have going on.
I'm trying to figure it out too,
right.
shit.
All right. Well, let me talk to the other. I'll go talk to this officer and see if we can see what's going on. All right.
All right.
Old library lot.
I'm be leaving here shortly.
Brown's coming out. He says he's going to be less than 20 minutes. His dog just got certified, so 25 minutes is, I think, reasonable.
All right.
Considering the
You got to write the
circumstances.
ticket, so it's gonna take a minute.
Yep. And I need to dig into this to see if he's banned, because I got him coming from Peppers.
Yeah. All right. So it's gonna be a few minutes, okay? So he's got to sit tight for us, okay? Nothing we need to know about, right? Nothing illegal, no contraband.
Tim Woody is here. Good evening. TJM, I agree. I'm waiting. The moment Vippy comes, we'll let him up. Let him say what he has to say. Oh, so, Wrangler's in jail, right? That's literally what I'll say.
Ban, no weapons,
No,
no
but
drugs.
I didn't know you could pull somebody out their car for a traffic stop.
No one's pulling you out of your car, are they?
Okay. Just 'cause I didn't know the law.
Well, and just so you know, you technically can.
Hey, where we come from today over there by Chicago State?
I was coming from JJ's.
Okay.
That's when you came from behind me. You know what's going on.
Well, so I'm asking you because you're barred from over there, right?
I never known I was barred from over there.
It says you were served with some paper. Okay. Do you remember that?
I was served some papers by Cricket, not JJ's.
Okay. Were you in Cricket today?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. So when you're in the lot, you were just at Peppers.
I went to JJ's, got some water, came out.
Okay. Bought some water?
By Cricket.
You bought some water, you said?
I bought some water.
Is it in the car with you now?
No, I drunk it and threw it away.
Okay. All right. Sure you don't want to check the insurance for me?
Please just give me my tickets before I go on about my business.
I needed to clarify because, like I said, you're banned from one of the stores over there.
You said
so I had to
JJ's
look
now
well,
it's
I had to look into it. That's why I wanted to clarify.
Okay.
I'm gonna get going on some tickets for you. All right.
The K-9 unit arrived on the scene to perform a sniff of the vehicle and alerted to the presence of narcotics.
Find dope. 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 Off. Find dope. Find dope. Find dope. Find dope. Find dope. Find dope. Find dope.
Is that a positive?
Yes.
Oh man, look, here's the deal, all right? We could make this real easy. If there's something in the car, just let us know. All right?
Bro, if you search that car, I need your ticket number. I will be suing you.
Okay, that's totally fine.
I will be suing you.
So I want to know now. Again, let's just make it real easy. Okay. Is there anything in the car that should be in the car, my man?
My man, if you search that car, I will sue you.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you again.
My man, don't say nothing to me. I got the right to remain silent. You get in that car, my man, you search that car, you will get sued.
Okay. I mean, everyone has a right to sue, but you'll lose. Because that will go counter to the charges against you for possessing and distributing, which he is a street-level drug dealer, distributing an illegal narcotic. I like that these officers, and we're seeing in a lot of videos of late, people will say, I will sue you. I will sue you. And the officers realize there's no merit to that. Fraudsters say it all the time. I'll sue you. I'll sue you for millions. I'm suing everybody. But the officer's note has no validity. Like, what is this guy going to do? Narcotics are found in the back of his car. What legitimately could he sue the officer for? The officer has reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. And the merits of that suspicion is going to turn up an illegal narcotic. So there you have it. And by the way, Dove mentioned, you have the right to remain silent. Do you have the ability? Remember what the Fifth Amendment actually is a protection of. It is a protection for someone to not incriminate themselves in a criminal matter. Now, of course, pleading the Fifth is not an admission of guilt. They make that very clear in court. But still, you want to plead the Fifth? Wouldn't that add to the officer's suspicion? Interesting thought, but I digress.
I'm going to check you, so put your hands on top of your head.
I didn't do nothing.
Put your hands on top of your head.
I didn't do nothing. Why is you? Why is you doing? Hell, man! I didn't do nothing. What is he doing? Hey, let me. Hey, I didn't do nothing. Hey,
let's just. He's going to cuss us.
Hey, I didn't do nothing. You're violating my rights. You're violating my rights. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Right now, we'll just get.
I didn't do nothing.
We can readjust when it calms down.
I didn't do nothing. Okay. I didn't do nothing. Hey, record. Record.
Hey,
get off me.
Roll
I
up,
didn't
dude.
do nothing.
Hey, stop acting like a.
Get off.
Let's go.
Roll up. Don't get off me.
Whoa. Look at that butt crack. I wish Rob Thomas was here. We know he has a fetish for butt cracks. I love how this guy's having a temper tantrum in cuffs. Pants practically down to his knees. And he's screaming, I'll sue you. I'll sue you. Like, okay. Sure.
Hey, man, get off me. Hey, get off me. Hey, you put your knee on my back.
Jerome,
you put your knee on
roll
my
up.
back.
I need to search you.
Hey, record. Hey, record. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. You're violating my.
I'm going to check your pockets.
Hey, you better carry me out. Get off me. Hey, get off me. Get off me. Hey, get off me.
Got it, Johnny.
Hey, get off me. Hey, get off me.
If you kick me, it's going to be a charge. Hey, if you kick me, it's going to be a charge.
Hey, get off me. Get off me. Hey, get off me.
I put that in there.
Hey, get off me.
All right.
Hey, get off me. Help. 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 Get off me. Get off me.
We're not on you.
Hey.
Not on you.
Get off me.
A single person's on you, man. Listen.
Get on me.
Listen.
You illegally searching me.
It's not illegal.
You illegally searching me.
That's not true.
Jerome, will you sit up for us?
No.
You're not going to sit up?
Nope, turn me out.
I gotta
Turn
check
me
this
out.
pocket.
You going to a car side?
Yup.
Yeah.
Turn me out. Turn me
You
out.
got to check your other pocket first.
Turn me out.
Officers found a bag containing 8 individually wrapped white color rock pieces that later tested positive for cocaine.
Oh,
there's.
There it is. Can you just sit up so you can breathe?
No. No. Get off me.
Look, I want to make this really easy. Okay.
Ain't not gonna be
Sit
easy.
up.
Ain't not gonna be easy.
You want to really lay down in your face?
Yup.
This is what you want?
Yup. You illegally searched me.
I got a double stage. We can just pull through it.
Yup.
See if I can get him up here.
Hey man, you gonna fuck my arm up.
Well, you're not cooperating. We got to get you in the car.
Hey man, what the fuck is y'all doing, man?
Can you sit
Hey
up?
man, what the fuck is he doing?
Well, we're trying to get you up. You stand up. Here, try and get him on his. Put him on his feet.
What do we flip? Let's land down gently.
Put him on his knees. Okay, sit up on your knees, okay?
Come on, Jerome.
Hey man, you f***ing my hand up.
Jerome, sit up.
on your knees.
What y'all doing, man?
You're doing this to
Hey man,
yourself.
I'm doing right here doing too much.
Jerome, sit up, dude.
Hey man, get your bitch ass off me.
Roll him on his back.
What you doing?
No shame. Stomach's out, behind's out, having a temper tantrum like a child. You guys are killing it in the comments. He must be a plumber. Like a bird's eye view of the Grand Canyon. It is a full moon today. Thank God for gloves. He can't breathe. He can't breathe. He can't breathe. He can't breathe. You know what, David? There's a good chance that maybe he's not. Maybe there's a chance he's not dealing. I mean, he's acting as an innocent person would. Anyone that's innocent of a crime would most certainly begin flailing on the ground, screaming like a child, claiming they can't breathe. What are they doing? Pretty sure they're arresting you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing here.
Listen up, dude. It's over. You're screaming and you're flopping around. Okay? Stand up and get in there. We don't want to drag you in there. It's the last thing we want to do. But you're making this incredibly difficult. If we get you on your feet, will you sit in the car? We don't want to have to use any force. We don't want to hurt you. We don't want to do any of that. All right?
Come on, it's over. Just jump up, dude.
Hey, man, don't put your feet in my face, bitch.
Jump up, dude.
Don't put your feet in my face. Go ahead, touch me.
Okay,
For this case, get thrown down, sue you, bitch.
We'll have him.
I want you to kick me. Kick me, bitch. Kick me. Kick me, bitch. Kick me, you stupid bitch. Get your bitch ass out. Faggot.
Well, that'll get you out of the crimes. Start cursing and screaming at the cops. Is he pregnant? Flagman? I don't know. I don't know. No kink shaming. Oh, man.
What are you doing? I'm trying to stop your head from moving. It's also tight as hell. Well,
I love when they start screaming on the ground when the officers are just looking around in confusion. Like, why are you screaming? What are we doing? Excuse me. Like, he's screaming like the officers are beating him or something. And they're looking around like, dude, we're not even touching you. Look at this. Look at the officers' confusion.
These cuffs all tight as hell.
Even Craig at 500 pounds. He's not even that big a guy. He's just acting like a toddler. It's dead. It's dead weight. So
fine. Give me that cuff here. I got it. All right, we're gonna put a second. We're gonna put a second set of cuffs on so it stops hurting. Okay. All right. Does that feel better?
Yeah.
All right.
It ain't that hand, it's this one.
Okay.
Well, Jesus Christ!
We'll adjust that one so it's not tighten up on you. Okay. There. Watch your head. All right. See how that buckle in so you don't get hurt on the transport back.
What's that?
Snap some pictures.
Yeah, hold on. Let's get a picture, Johnny.
You ain't do shit. I'm about to beat this.
That's fine, man.
What the fuck you talking about?
Look, dude, I got a job I got to do, all right?
I don't care. Stop talking to me, bro.
All right. Let me know if you get too warm. I'll turn AC on for you.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. You want to do one more thing? Nope. 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 Nope.
It's like it's everywhere.
Yeah. Nope.
There's gonna be a lot of dog. Like
Nope.
Nick's saying that he's probably gonna be using dog for a second time handler, like not a bark, not a first time guy.
On the back seat here, he sniffed a couple times. Didn't go into a final response, but in the back here. Ouch. Ouch. There you go, sweetie.
Isn't that a good puppy? That's a good boy. That's a good. Where's the dog?
There you go, sweetie.
That's a good puppy. That's a good boy right there. Good dog. Good puppy.
Yeah, it's not who's that, huh? Cool, you guys will take it. Beautiful. He's going to. Thank you. I'm gonna bring him. I'll take care of that.
You see you can get underneath this back seat?
I'll sit back.
Cool. You're gonna be chill once we get back to the jail? Drum? I take that as yes?
He was charged with felony, possession of cocaine with intent to deliver, unlawful possession of a...
I have one question. Why? Was all of this necessary? Okay. My whole thing is the whole resisting, obstructing. I don't get why. If you notice with like a lot of these videos, that's an added charge that almost automatically gets added to all of these videos because people do not understand what a lawful order actually is. Or not so much they don't understand. They know what it is. They understand what it is. They just feel as though that they don't have to actually apply or listen to that lawful order. So I don't know. I don't know. Dove 73 has 3 pit mixes. Oh, that's a pretty dog. We had a pit. He was a God, what kind of dog was he? Oh, we had a pit bull boxer mix. That was the last dog my sister had. What was smelling? He was a pit something mix. I don't remember. But anyway. So there you have it. Another criminal that bites the dust. Now here's something very satisfying. This took place yesterday, it looks like. I'm going to pull it up. A frauditor who got arrested on a live stream. J-Dub Audits. We talk about actions having consequences and people not understanding what a lawful order is. Let's have a look.
What's up, folks? So we're live streaming here, Barnwell, getting ready to go in there to the court that they asked us to be there. We got detectives showing up. Everybody's coming in. I want you to make sure you're not on there.
Oh, you can.
So yeah, again, we're in Barnwell, South Carolina, folks. Look, what is this? What we got? So we know they see it. You see this? American with Disabilities Act problem here. Like we do have a handicap parking right here. Look at this guy. Go ahead. Yeah, you can do it. Look at, see this? That's a good citizen right there, clearing the way. Just not there. Yeah. Look at that. That's right here in front of the courthouse. Like, so it doesn't make sense why I've got so many people that work here on the taxpayer dollar, yet they couldn't clear this out for the American taxpayer disabilities. That's wild. Right here. It's so tiny too. That's fine. We all work together. You see what I'm saying? We got your back. Thank you, Alan.
You know, speak of.
Thank you, Alan.
You know, speak of crack.
See what I'm saying? We got your back. Thank you, Alan.
Look like J-Dub Audit's pal here. Look like he's digging for some gold right there. Man, who would have thought the live stream dedicated to VegasVips has had multiple butt cracks involved? Which, by the way, where is Vippy? Vippy, where you at, man? Still hasn't shown up? Of course he's not showing up because he's a coward. Hit that like button, guy. Thanks for coming.
Crosswalk. Yeah, I know that's not really a good crosswalk. Another thing to point out here, folks, you see that, like, I don't know who designed this place. They weren't thinking.
You can go around this way.
Yeah, but that puts you. Yeah, but that kind of puts you in a danger zone. You know what I'm saying? Put you in a danger zone. Like that ain't good. I don't like it. I could have easily just put it down. Walk here. How do what?
Go back up.
Wanna come this way? There's a prisoner transport. Public servant. Don't be like that, servant. Don't be like that, servant. I'm gonna find out who you are. It's that easy. I'll get the license plate, baby. I'm gonna find out who you are. 112248SG 4162. Hi, baby. All you gotta do is give a name badge number.
Hey, you don't think I'm all right? You already know who I am?
I just want to know who you are. I know, that's right. We paying. Hi, Riley. How you doing, Cole?
First of all, don't go up to random women and call them baby. I don't like that. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Who do you think you are?
You gotta be safe, man.
So according to J-Dub audits, you can call a female officer baby or baby. But according to Chris and Tiffany, if a security guard calls Tiffany babe or baby, he deserves to be fired. Interesting.
What's up, y'all? Oh yeah.
It's on
those who create the private spaces to maintain the privacy. That's right. That's right. You guys know what time it is? 8:38. 8:38. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a close up in here. Static film on. So yeah, they're taking a prisoner into the elevator there, folks. They may not like it, but we're doing it. What the hell they got in there? Check that out. Is this the records room? Oh, it's records. Oh, word.
Like, you've never seen records before. You've never seen a folder. You've never seen an office before. What kind of journalism is this? What is this video accomplishing?
That's records, y'all. Old stuff to marriage records. Marriage records.
They're just leaving those blinds. Okay.
Here's the records. Pretty interesting. They got all the doors locked, everybody. I can't even get in. What's up? Is that 9, man? Yeah, these motherfuckers, man. I hate them.
They probably opened the doors like 10 minutes late.
Oh, look who that is. Hey, we got the chief right there. Did you guys learn about them exceptions, Chief? 16-7-130? You guys still trying to maliciously prosecute people? Chief? You know you just cost taxpayers $13 million. You know that, right? You know that? You got anything to say? Do you agree with putting hands on independent investigative journalists trying to do their job, sir? Do you? Nothing to say? Coward? Coward? You got nothing to say? Nothing to say? That's coward right there. They don't like the freedom of press here. They like to put hands on journalists. How you doing, man? You guys know the first 5 elements of the First Amendment? You guys swore an oath to the Constitution? How about the South Carolina Constitution? You guys know about Article 1, Section 9, freedom of the press? Yeah.
Hey, bud.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. How about Article 6, Clause 2 and 3?
Why don't you tell us Article 6 and Clause 2, Article 6, Clause 2 and 3? Why don't you tell us what that actually says? Do you actually think screaming through a window a government employee's nonsensical arguments is actually going to be successful? I don't get it.
What time is it?
8:42.
All right. Good morning. Yeah. You can't tell if that's a purse, a lady's purse. To the 999.
Do you want a picture in front of it? Nice. Okay.
What's up? Is it open?
9 o'clock.
We got Jay Brown. And we got Jay Strickler. Yeah, they ain't opening until 9 o'clock, folks.
I'm from Ohio.
I am too.
So I'm used to, more used to the city, and
Yes.
occasionally we get real happy in these bills. They usually can look out and see.
Yeah. I'm from Ohio. Dayton. I'm from Cleveland area. So Cleveland, Akron area.
Yeah.
But I've been to Dayton. I originally
So again, we're here in Barnwell, South Carolina, folks.
My mom was born there. Lived there for very long time. Moved around a little bit. There. I can't remember the same place anymore.
in South Carolina.
No,
Yeah.
Ohio or something.
Oh, it feels really good. Yeah.
Lived in trailer parks over there for a little bit.
Beauty guy. You see this, folks? Goes against Article 1, Section 9, South Carolina Constitution. Makes it unconstitutional. which again, that's Article 6, Clause 2 and 3 of the United States Constitution, which makes their oath of office void.
I didn't hear certain men nearby got kicked out of the
They asked me to be here. All I did was wear a mask on Halloween, folks. That's it. First time they ever had somebody flex their muscle on the Constitution, probably. What's going on? Not used to somebody bringing up them articles.
I'm waiting for Vips to come in. I mean, if he's lurking, so what? Like, he's that scared he has to lurk instead of coming in? Well, if that's the case, Vippy, if you're lurking right now, why don't you lurk at the same time with like 3 or 4 of your sock accounts? Get me a couple of extra views. Now, I know, guys, these type of auditors, there's definitely a lot of dead air, so I do apologize for that. The action is coming very, very soon. I promise. Very, very soon.
Mm-hmm. They want it like that. The Constitution was written in a way that normal folk can understand it. They try to come up with this legal mumbo jumbo.
It's supposed to be accessible to all.
Exactly. 14th Amendment, equal protections. You're innocent until proven guilty, everybody. So make sure you flex every single one of your God-given unalienable rights.
I want to know how some illiterate homeless men supposed to get hold of the...
Well, exactly. How are they supposed to dress appropriately for court?
Yeah.
That's not courts. That's discrimination. He's out here just like us, folks. I don't know who he is, but we'll find out.
Like, I knew people here who could barely read in high school.
Yeah, if anybody knows who this guy is, I haven't asked him yet, just let us know. He doesn't have to tell me who he is, but we'll find out. Yeah, it's general session, yeah.
They're gonna do this call you or?
I have no idea, Bo. I just got a letter. They said be here at the 10th or we'll arrest you. So I'm here under duress and threat of arrest.
I ain't even get no letter.
You hear this, folks? That's not equal protection under the law. You hear this, folks? That's not equal protection.
I was in jail and then my people were calling for defendants and they said they heard I got court on the phone.
Heard.
And then I called the court, trying to get my court. Then she was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at
and we are live streaming, folks. Do you hear what are they doing down here in Barnwell, South Carolina? They think they're slick, yo. Literally think they're slick. Huh?
You can't worry about it.
Oh, I can. It's perfectly legal. This is Second Amendment.
Then you need to
This
talk
Second
to your
Amendment.
attorney.
I am my own attorney.
Okay.
Yeah. How
You're
about
not
that?
coming in with me.
But I will. Are you going to block my right to freedom of the press inside the courtroom? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution, sir? Are you violating my oath? Are you violating my oath?
Come on, man.
Huh? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution? Are you going to violate my oath?
Let's hold on.
Today. Are you going to violate me today? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution? Are you going to violate my oath today?
That's what I love when these fraudsters get tongue twisted, and they'll be like, "Are you going to violate my oath today? Are you going to violate my oath today?" It's violate your oath. The officers have an oath. You're supposed to say, "Are you going to violate my rights?" Not your oath. You don't have an oath, right? You're a quote unquote private citizen. You have rights, not an oath. Again, another frauder being tongue twisted.
Are you going to violate me today? That's what's going on here, sir?
Step back. Step back.
Don't fucking push me, bitch. You ain't shit. You just fucking violated me again, motherfucker, on film. You just fucking assaulted me, bitch. On fucking film, live stream. You're in my fucking courthouse. Mine. You just fucking assaulted me. You just assaulted me. What's your fucking name? Huh? What's your fucking name? Huh? That man just assaulted me in your presence. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. This is illegal. This is illegal. This is illegal. This is illegal. This is illegal.
Remember, guy, because he screamed, "This is illegal" 7 times, that makes this arrest illegal.
This is illegal.
Call yourself
This
down.
is illegal. Y'all calm down. Y'all calm down.
I am.
I was grabbing.
That means you keep going.
This is a law. What's your rank? What's your rank? What's your rank? What's your rank? What's your rank?
He wasn't resisting.
He is resisting.
No, he's not.
Quit interfering or you back up and quiet.
Y'all boys ain't
Speech
shit.
not interfering. We have freedom of speech. We can say whatever we want.
Y'all boys ain't shit.
What are y'all doing?
Hey, make sure when they lock you up, sue the shit out of them.
I'm going to.
He already has the law.
We can say whatever we want. Freedom of speech.
Exactly. I'm talking about watch the jail.
Bam, 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 let him.
And watch the
Yes, you can. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. You
Watch
can't
the damn
assault
weight.
me. Believe it. That fucking cop assaulted me. You.
Oh, it's not.
That's
I'm
fine.
hurt.
No, it's not.
I'm fucking hurt.
No, it's not. You can't take
You
that.
can't take that.
And now y'all hurt me again.
You can't.
Take that from him.
And now y'all hurt me
No,
again.
it's not.
No, it's not.
He lost
Why?
that.
Why?
Amazon.
Why is
He
it
lost
property
that.
of the sheriff?
No,
Oh.
you.
Oh. Oh. I do apologize then. If that was the officer's body camera.
Back up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's all. Name and badge number. Name and badge number.
You know what? Faithful to the end. Dude's on the ground with officers surrounding him in cuffs, and he still has to demand that name and badge number. Whose name and badge number are you requesting? Which officers? Whose name and badge number are you requesting? Or are you just repeating it like a parrot? Name and badge number. Name and badge number. Name and badge number.
Jay Brown. Jay Brown, the one who assaulted him is Jay Brown.
That man pushed me
Jay
out
Brown
of the court.
assaulted him.
They didn't even push you out of the court. You weren't even in the court to begin with.
Hey man, y'all seen that, right?
Yes, I did.
Y'all seen that, right?
Well, J-Dub Audits arrest him. He took the cop's body camera. I think the officer's body camera fell off, and the officer was trying to retrieve it, and they were trying to obstruct him from obtaining the officer's body camera. Is what I think. I don't think he took it. I don't know. As you can tell, J-Dub Audits and his friends are not the brightest bunch, but hey, look, there's room for plenty of people in our society, I guess. Real quick, guys, I want to pull this up. I just little something, nothing major. Hopefully you guys find this funny. I just posted this.
Stop it! Cut it out! I have a glandular problem. Stop it! Cut it out! I have a glandular problem. Stop it! Cut it out! I have a glandular problem. Stop it! Cut it out! I have a glandular problem.
So I've seen this oh my god, who did I steal this from? This is Gia. I think Gia is a Gia. This is from GS's short for public safety leaving court. And people always say when they see him and they see Chris in the wild, like, Why does he waddle like that? Why does he walk like that? I mean, like I know, like people were like, "Oh, he has something stuck up his you know what where he walks or whatever." I don't know, but if you know the reference in the background, stop it, cut it out. I have a glandular problem. That looks like bow-legged rider. It sure is. Took him a while to find his YouTube his new YouTube handle is The Real 4PS. I didn't know that this whole time. So I was like looking for it. I'm like, yo, what is his new channel name? Well, there it is. He's not growing like I thought he would. I guess people are having trouble finding his channel. That's the weather reflecting that for public safety's lawyer was indeed impacted by bad weather. So, wait, I'm confused. So much for 55 and clear sky. So this is on the same day. This is on the same day when his lawyer could not show because of there being snow on the ground. Well, yeah, it's snowing, but well, my response to that would be it looks like people are at court. They were in court in that video. His client came to court. He couldn't get to court, really? I don't know. I don't know the facts, but anyway, I thought that was funny. I just posted it on my channel. Thought that was a little funny. I'm tired, guys. Honestly, we can wrap this up now if you guys want. I am exhausted. I know. I think GS is streaming 45 minutes. Everyone will want to be out of here by then. I mean, we could watch this video. I mean, this video is old, so why not? I'll just let it play for a bit. For public safety, a scumbag. We know he's scum. I mean, the facts are the facts. You can argue the facts, but you know, at the end of the day, the result is the same. For public safety, it's a scumbag. All right. We all know we like to watch Daryl Brooks on this channel. This is when he decides to argue jury nullification after there was so much evidence in trial. Daryl Brooks says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell the jury, hey, I know you guys have learned all the facts, heard all the law in reference to this case. Disregard it, ignore it, and find me not guilty. Now, the reason I find this interesting and I thought about playing it tonight was because there's a key principle that's mentioned here that the Judge Doral really tries to emphasize to Brooke. He just doesn't get it. And that is, even though constitutional rights are granted to every citizen, a person's conduct potentially can determine whether or not an individual has waived a constitutional right. Now, this is a reference to in trial and in court, but the standard is the same because a constitutional right is a constitutional right. If the judicial system finds that a person's conduct means, yes, I understand that. If the judicial system rules that a person's constitutional rights can be waived because of their conduct, it goes against auditing where they say it doesn't matter if I scream fire in a burning building, it's still my constitutional right. You know, all that stuff. GGM, he got like transferred to he got transferred somewhere pretty bad, right? I think I saw that. MC, yes, jury nullification should be taught to everyone. I agree, but in cases like this, no. Well, here, let's have a look for those that aren't familiar because you'll see the problem when as soon as he starts.
That Mr. Brooks is now present in the main courtroom. Prior to reopening following the break, I did invite him back into the courtroom, and he is here. I trust you are ready with your closing argument, sir.
I'm ready to address subject matter jurisdiction as well, too.
That request is denied.
Just for the record, I was addressing it for both courtrooms here in courtroom number, I think it's 20.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to bring the jury out. Are you prepared to present your closing argument?
I would like for you to prove subject matter jurisdiction on the record, Your Honor.
I'm not addressing that any further than I've addressed.
They're the same
decision.
distraction
I remind
tactics.
you of that.
In that written decision.
I'm going to fast forward just a little bit because he talks about written decision that the judge gave him numerous times and blah, blah, blah.
You in return for value this document as is not based in lawful law. And it
I
does
understood.
not prove
I understood.
subject matter jurisdiction whatsoever. Refers to some complaint that was filed in the name of a trust, not my name. Were you aware of that, Your Honor?
Mr. Brooks, the jury has been asked to be brought out. I mean, I
Well,
requested that they be brought out.
I don't wish that on anyone, GJM, but he deserved it. And knowing his mouth, his arrogance. All right, David, thanks for coming. With his arrogance, he probably would not shut his mouth, which probably led to that happening, unfortunately.
They're on their way.
Were you aware
Please
of
be
that?
prepared with your closing argument.
Were you aware of that, Your Honor? Or is that a tacit agreement that you don't have to answer any questions as a public servant?
All rise.
So that is a tacit agreement.
Record to reflect the jury is coming out. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Go ahead, sir. You may begin your closing argument.
I'm not ready to begin closing arguments.
So this is your opportunity to provide your closing argument to the jury. Please start. I've started the timer of 1 hour.
I'm informed of that, Your Honor, but I'm not ready to proceed as I don't understand the reason why the questions asked before the jury was present were not answered. There are issues that needed to be addressed outside of the jury, as you always say, which I don't understand why the jury.
And this is, again, it's a delay tactic. Like, notice he doesn't say anything about issues needing to be addressed before the jury came out. It's a tactic on his part to delay and put reasonable doubt in the minds of the jury. Was one of the issues why the prosecution was so angry in this case, because Brooks kept trying to impugn the integrity of the court and almost indicate the fact to the jury that the court was hiding something from them. There were issues that the court didn't want them to know about. Which, it's true, the jury isn't privy to every detail of a case, only the facts, not the other issues that don't matter, that don't define if someone is guilty or innocent. But this little back and forth is interesting here.
Mr. Brooks, this is your opportunity to present your closing argument to the jury. Please do so.
I'm informed of that, but the jury
Wow.
needs to understand the truth.
So that's
of
where
their
he's
rights.
incarcerated. Wow. Well, you got to understand, like, where, I mean, look, he committed one of the most heinous crimes in a small community. And you saw him appear in court a few times in a wheelchair. Dude got the snot beat out of him. And again, with his mouth, him running his mouth, with his arrogance, I wouldn't be surprised if he just would not shut up.
In their duties, as they have not been informed of their truth, their rights, and their duties.
Mr. Brooks, the court has begun the instruction process. I read 73 pages this morning, and into the early afternoon, I have another 30 plus pages to read.
Did you inform
They will
the
be
jury?
informed of the law.
Did you inform them that they
Mr.
can nullify
Brooks?
the law?
Mr.
And that right there is him trying to insert that argument. Did you inform them they can nullify the law? In essence, ignore all the facts of the case and find me guilty because I don't want to go to jail. That is not something that can be argued in court, as the judge will explain. Now, Frauder Watch, I understand where you're coming from, but that's not something in my conscience I could agree with. The death penalty, life is a gift from God. So any end of life is any intentional loss of life is going directly against what God has purposed for the earth and for mankind. So I that's one I can never agree with the death penalty. I don't agree with that.
Mr. Brooks, you do not have that right to request that. And
Were
I'm
they
advising
informed?
you one more time, this is your opportunity to provide your closing argument. Please begin.
I intend to when ready. I just want to know if the jury was informed that they can nullify the law.
Mr.
they
Brooks,
are-
you
that
have
they
no
have
right
the
to
power.
make that argument to the jury.
It's true. They have the power.
All right, I'm going to excuse the jury.
They should know that they have the power.
Please rise for the jury.
Agreed. Once children are involved, that's when people lose standards. If he unalive someone in cold blood, like dealing drugs or something, that probably wouldn't have mattered. They probably wouldn't have had such a problem with them. I agree with that. Once children are involved, yeah, you're a scum of the earth. You hurt children. They say the eyes are the windows
Thank you.
to
Please
one's
be
soul.
seated.
And look behind his
Mr.
eyes.
Brooks, you do not have a right to request jury nullification directly from this jury. I direct your attention to the Bjerkas case, Bjerkass, that's State versus 163 Wisconsin 2nd 549. While you are not incorrect that the jury has the power to nullify, they don't have the right to do so, and no party has the right to instruct or to request an instruction or to argue jury nullification. You may talk in terms of fairness in general terms, but you may not go further. You may not argue that the jury should discard the instructions in the law and find you not guilty for that reason. You may not use the phrase jury nullification. You've done that now at least 3 times in earshot of the jury. Twice while you were in the other courtroom, I was able to mute half of what you said the second time, and then of course you raised that once again while in front of the jury just now. You also indicated you weren't ready to give your closing argument. Sir, the time has come for you to give your closing argument. If you choose not to do so at this time, then you will forfeit your right to present a closing argument by your conduct.
I haven't made any such choice, so you can't coerce me into a constitutional right waiver when I have not waived the constitutional right, and I will not allow you as a public servant to do that. I have not made a choice.
Sir, the time has come for you to present your closing argument.
Are you making a judicial determination that you're denying me a constitutional right in
I have
open
not
court
made such a
on record?
determination as of yet, but you can forfeit your constitutional rights
Under
by
what
conduct.
lawful law?
Illinois versus Allen, State versus Anthony.
Illinois versus Allen does not reference anything pertaining to rights when talking about
In
closing
State versus
statements.
Anthony,
Illinois
the Supreme
versus
Court of
Allen.
Wisconsin referenced both that decision when it essentially extended the reasoning or adopted the reasoning of Illinois versus Allen to then find that a defendant could forfeit an important constitutional right by conduct. In State versus Anthony, it was not the right to be present in the courtroom, it was the right to testify.
Okay, so none
And
of those
the
that you just
reasoning-
named have anything to do with the closing arguments, Your Honor.
So this is how Brooks is narrow-minded. It's the facts of a case set what's called precedent. They don't have to be specific in the actual facts of a case, but the precedent that is set indicates that what the outcome of that case can be applied in a similar sector of law or a similar, I don't want to say scenario, but a similar circumstance, you can say. The precedent is that one testifying in their own trial, one having a closing argument on their behalf is the part of due process. That is a constitutional right. But someone like Brooks waiving that right can waive that right rather because of his stubborn defiance and complete disregard for the rules of the court. So I just think that it's That's why the whole thing fascinates me. It shows, like, even like with these First Amendment auditing freaks that we watch, they think they're untouchable because they have a quote unquote constitutional right to do A, B, C, or D. That they can file lawsuits because when they engage in conduct that is contrary to the forum that they are in or the conduct permitted wherever they are, oh, well, nothing trumps my First Amendment rights in my camera. That's factually inaccurate. It's nonsensical. It's just not right.
You've used Illinois versus Allen repeatedly to when it comes to me being removed from the courtroom.
Also, thank you for coming, Tim. We're going to wrap up soon anyway, so everybody will be able to go over there. But thank you for coming, Tim.
Not one time did it bring up anything dealing with a closing statement or a closing argument. So how's that same statute being used for something that it doesn't even refer to or pertain to?
Mr. Brooks, the Allen decision, Illinois versus Allen, and the Anthony decision, which is State versus Anthony, are two examples of cases where a defendant lost a very important constitutional right because that right was forfeited by the conduct of that particular defendant.
And that was to be present in trial, correct?
The right to present a closing argument is no different. Because it is not evidence, it could be said that it doesn't even rank as high as the right to testify, which is guaranteed by the constitutions.
Which I was denied the
I'm
right
not
to
prepared to
be
make
able
that
to
ruling
testify
here
to.
yet today, but I will tell you this, sir. The time has now come for you to present a closing argument. There will be no further delays. I will not be taking any further adjournments for you to prepare. You were advised yesterday that this court would proceed today with instructing the jury and with the parties making their closing arguments.
And you made that while violating my constitutional right.
Sir, please don't interrupt me because
Well,
you've now
you did.
interrupted me a couple of times.
No, once. So let's make
Twice.
that correct. Once.
That's the third time.
Okay, now you can say two.
So, Mr. Brooks, I'm advising you yet again. The time
I don't
has now
consent to
come.
being called
That's
that
another
name, Your Honor.
interrupt. The time has now come for you to present your closing argument to this jury. You were brought back over to this courtroom for that purpose.
I'm going to let them know.
That's another interruption.
No, I'm going to let them know that they have rights and they should be informed of the truth. It's not me
Are
trying
you
to
telling
give.
me, sir, that
it's
you
not
are going
trying
to
give.
let me ask you a
No,
question.
hold on. I'm not trying to give any
Sir,
jury
you're
instruction.
interrupting me and you haven't let me finish. So are you telling me that you are going to disregard my very clear directive to you to not bring up the topic of jury nullification?
That's not what I said.
I'm asked.
That's exactly what you said. The judge said you may not address this in your closing arguments, and he says, well, I'm going to anyway. Again, conduct not permitted on the forum that the person is in can cause them to lose or waive a constitutional right.
That's why I'm asking you.
I don't understand.
Where is VegasVips? Vegas, are you that much of a coward you can't come up? Are you that much of a... Dude likes to go on the Vegas Strip, harass women. Yeah, he doesn't want to get on panel with the man. Right. Go ahead, Vippy. Go ahead.
Understand that question because that's not what I said.
Sir, you may not argue jury nullification
I'm
to
going
this
to
jury.
inform them of the truth.
So you're going to inform them that they have the power of jury nullification.
They do have the. You just said on the record that they have the power for.
Sir, I direct your attention.
You just said that.
once
Did you
again.
not just say that, Your Honor?
Sir,
You
the
said I couldn't
jury-
instruct them.
The jury
on
has
that.
the power, but not the right to nullify.
Right.
A
You said the
party-
power. You said the
Listen
power.
to me, sir. You're interrupting me once again.
So I'm going to inform them that.
He's in GS's chat. What? Nah. No way.
Hold on. Why is it freezing for me?
Oh, he was in the chat early this morning. He was in the chat at 12:44. Okay. All right. I'll let that slide. He was in a bit earlier. I put the stream together about Vegas guy knows about 2:00 I was streaming. So okay, that's fair. He was in GS's stream before he even knew about this. So I'll let it slide.
They have the power.
Are you telling me, sir,
I'm
that
not
you are
telling you no
going
such
to
thing.
disregard
I just told you what you just said.
my directive to you to not raise the issue of jury nullification during your closing argument?
That's not what I said. You just read and said that they have the power to. That's what you just said, Your Honor.
Sir, State versus Bjerkas says and stands for the proposition that although the jury has the power of jury nullification,
they have the power.
No party has the right to argue for jury nullification.
I'm not arguing for it, Your Honor. I just want them to be informed. I just want them
Sir,
merely to be informed. That's it.
You can call it informing, making them aware.
Yeah, they should be aware of the
You are not
rights.
allowed to make them aware of their power to nullify. That is an improper argument.
Your Honor, how can I not inform them that they have a power? How
Because
can I
that is
not
not a
inform
right
them of a
that
power
you
that they
have,
have?
sir.
I'm not giving a new jury instruction.
That is
That's not what I'm
because
arguing.
there is no jury instruction for jury nullification
Yeah,
it's not allowed.
I'm not attempting to give them a new jury instruction.
Vegas always plays Vegas. He's
I'm
probably
merely
gonna say
attempting
he's
to
blocked
inform them of the power that they have.
When he's not.
Mr.
That's not
Brooks,
against the law.
I'm advising you one more time. You may not raise the issue of jury nullification
I'm going
before
to
this
inform
jury.
them of the power that they have. I'm not
You are
giving
telling me
I'm
that
not
you
giving
are
them a jury
insisting
instruction.
on telling them about jury nullification. That's what I hear you saying.
That's not what I said, though. Don't mischaracterize what I'm saying. You just read and said that they have the power. They have the power to do that. So how is
It's an
informing them?
inherent power that they have. They are not to be instructed on it. That is very clear in the law. In
Your
addition to, no, let me finish. In addition to the case that I just cited, I'd cite to you from the jury instructions, the law note on jury nullification 705. What that says, sir, is I'm not going to read it all. It's many, many pages. But the bottom line is it is improper for a court to allow a defendant or a defense attorney to make an argument or make the jury aware that they have the power to nullify a verdict.
And Your Honor, you just added this last night. That's why I had to sit there for an hour in the holding cell and wait for you to change the whole paperwork because I brought that up. So you never intended for this to even be an issue.
Mr.
It
Brooks,
never was brought up.
If you
but
think
then when I
wasn't-
raised the issue,
if
Your Honor,
you
let me
think that
finish.
I'm not prepared to deal with an argue on jury
I
nullification,
didn't say
then
that's not what I said. That's
You are
not what I
missing the
said. In
mark.
all fairness, that's not what I said.
The record should accurately reflect that you were kept in that holding cell.
Why was I kept
so
in there?
that my clerk could finish
Adding
the
a jury instruction that was not there.
76 verdict forms, and it's times 2 because there's a guilty and a not guilty
Okay.
for each. No, let me finish. Sir.
So
You've
how did
interrupted me
I have why did I
repeatedly.
have to sit here for that where I could have just went to my cell and had it delivered? We had this
Mr.
at the
Brooks.
end of last night before you called recess.
I'm not going to
we
debate
had a
that
whole
topic with
we
you
had a whole
further.
conversation about
Mr. Brooks, you
me
are
bringing up about the jury
defiantly
nullification.
disregarding this court. You
Here we
you
go
can
with this.
roll your eyes
Here
at me
because
all
it's,
you want.
it's ridiculous, Your Honor. You just stated that they have the power to nullify
Would you
any
like,
law,
if you would like,
but then
I
I
will
said
read this to you, sir, the part of the case that's important, but you're not letting me get a word in edgewise. I'm trying my best not to remove you to the other courtroom.
I mean, look, we all know Judge Darrow's a babe. She's a beautiful lady. And you know she has kids. Like, you can tell she has kids the way she deals with Brooks. She has so much patience with a grown child. Like, she was the perfect judge for this case. How many of the judges that we see now, on the videos that my channel and other channels like mine put out,
How many of the judges would put up with this crap like this?
How many? It's part of why she was globally praised for her performance in this case, because he's just. So that's an interesting point. So if I recall, and I think she's going to mention it, she does say that it is part of the jury instructions. But it's not something that can be argued. And that's the point. The judge can inform the jury that they have the right to nullify, but neither of the parties can argue for it. Excuse me. We know that Brooks was trying to argue this case in court in support of him. And you'll even see it in his closing arguments. You guys should know you have the power to nullify any laws and get me off the hook. That's exactly what he would say. Yeah, two little ones. Yeah, I thought you did. So while I agree with you, MC, you're absolutely right. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe, even if I watch that back where I think that's on one of the videos where she goes over the jury instructions with the jury, that's mentioned. But it cannot be argued by one of the parties. And she gives an example about being fair, someone saying, or mentioning in your closing argument that you can be fair is different than arguing for someone to completely nullify the law. She explains it very clearly, but I understand where you're coming from.
But that is oftentimes what I need to do in order for this court to make a full record without you interrupting me. But you need to be fully aware that you may not raise the issue of jury nullification in front of this jury. It is not an allowable argument or an advisement or making them aware. However you want to describe that, sir, whatever verbiage you want to put in front of it, you may not do so. And this court has the power and the authority to limit what you say to this jury, even in a closing argument. And if you're telling me through your conduct, through your words, that you are going to disregard that direction, you will forfeit your right to present a closing argument.
Under what lawful law?
Under State versus Anthony.
It doesn't refer to that.
State versus Anthony may not have dealt with.
It hasn't dealt with closing
the right
arguments.
to a closing argument, sir, but the reasoning,
you just said it right there.
Nonetheless, is fully applicable.
No, you can't change the law, Your Honor. You can't change the law. That's practicing law from the bench.
I'm not changing the law, sir, but the general principle.
I know you used to be in legislation, but you can't practice law from the bench.
Sir, I'm
you
not
can't do
practicing
that.
law from the bench.
You are if you're changing. Your Honor,
I'm not
you're attempting to make a separate case pertain to something here that it doesn't even pertain to it. It has nothing to do with a closing argument. Nothing that you just named. Not
Mr.
Illinois
Brooks,
versus
I
Allen.
would like to make a record. Would you please show the courtesy and respect for
I will,
me to
Your
do
Honor.
that?
I will.
All right. So looking at the Anthony case, all right, and that case starting at head note 7, paragraph 54 says the following, and you need to let me get all the way through it. We have recognized two distinct ways in which a defendant may give up his rights, waiver and forfeiture. State versus Pino is the first citation that they reference. Waiver is the intentional relinquishment or abandonment of a known right. Multiple citations there, I won't repeat them all. Waiver typically applies to those rights so important to the administration of a fair trial that mere inaction on the part of a litigant is not sufficient to demonstrate that a party intended to forego that right. State versus Soto. Forfeiture, on the other hand, often involves the failure to make the timely assertion of a right. That's a cite to the Vina case and Olano. Rights that are subject to forfeiture are typically those whose relinquishment will not necessarily deprive a party of a fair trial and whose protection is best left to the immediacy of the trial, such as when a party fails to raise an evidentiary objection. However, there is a second aspect of forfeiture, doing something incompatible with the assertion of a right. State versus Vaughn, 2012 Wisconsin Appellate 129, citing Illinois versus Allen, 397 U.S. 337. They went on, the court, that is the Wisconsin Supreme Court in Anthony. As previously noted, we have held that the right to testify is subject to waiver, not forfeiture, insofar as a defendant's inaction in asserting the right is concerned. We now conclude that the right to testify may, in appropriate cases, be subject to forfeiture where conduct incompatible with the assertion of the right is at issue. They go on to discuss Allen, which was not a right to testify, but was a right to be present. And I am utilizing the guidance from Illinois versus Allen and State versus Anthony. It directly guides this court that a defendant may forfeit a right by conduct by doing something incompatible with the assertion of a right. In this particular case, you are very clearly telling me you are going to disregard what I told you about notifying the jury about nullification. You have absolutely no right to raise that in front of the jury. It is.
I want to just play that back again. I'll play it normal speed because that's the key point that sticks out that she mentions right there.
May forfeit a right by conduct by doing something incompatible with the assertion of a right. In this particular case, you are very clearly telling me
Let me go back far. Sorry.
And utilizing the guidance from Illinois versus Allen and State versus Anthony. It directly guides this court that a defendant may forfeit a right by conduct by doing something incompatible with the assertion of a right. In this particular case, you are very clearly telling me you are going to disregard what I told you about notifying the jury about nullification. You have absolutely no right to raise that in front of the jury.
So that's the point right there. Utilizing the guidance from this case from the Supreme Court, saying that by someone's conduct in their assertion of a right, a person can waive the constitutional rights that they have been granted by the Constitution.
Which is something that
Frauditors say is impossible because in their mind, a person's constitutional right is absolute, but it's not. And I love how she breaks that down for Brooks and for us watching because that's huge. Again, frauditors want to go into a movie theater and shout fire with their camera and say it's constitutional. No, that's not accurate. And this is an example of someone waiving their constitutional rights by means of their conduct.
It is improper. And unless you're willing to tell me you will honor this ruling of mine, then you will forfeit your right to present a closing argument. That is my ruling.
I object to that ruling, Your Honor. I object to that ruling.
Are you willing to make a closing argument, sir, that does not reference jury nullification?
I'm going to inform the jury of their power. Again, I never stated that I was making a new jury instruction.
All right, bye, Dub. See you soon.
Stated anything like that. And every case law that you just stated made no reference to closing arguments. It was all pertaining to being present for the proceedings of trial and for testifying.
Sir,
Not
what I'm
one time
telling
did you, hold on, I let, Your Honor, with all due respect, I let you make your record. I didn't interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Not one case law that you just cited made any reference whatsoever to a closing argument. Not one. So how is me merely informing the jury of the power and the rights that they have, how is that a forfeiture of being able to give a closing argument?
Well, in addition to the cases I've just cited, sir, I'd also point you to State versus Bajurkis, 163 Wisconsin 2nd at 549. That's a Court of Appeals case from 1991. That is the first published appellate decision in Wisconsin to consider directly several issues relating to the jury nullification issue. In that particular case, the court very clearly said that the defense counsel in that case was allowed to talk in terms of fairness in general terms, but not to go further, and could not argue that the jury, quote, should disregard the instructions in the law and find her not guilty because it seems fair. That's a description of jury nullification. To use the words jury nullification would run afoul even more. And so I am telling you that given my inherent authority in controlling the mode and order of this court to ensure courtesy, decorum, and civility, and to ensure that this jury is presented with arguments that are proper under the law, I am hereby telling you I am in creating a rule for your closing argument that you may not raise the issue of jury nullification in any way.
And this is what bothers me. Judge Darrell does an excellent job controlling this. I mean, people say Brooks was out of control, yada, yada, whatever. But she made sure that certain conduct would not be permitted. And we've seen frauditors that will go to court create such a ruckus, screaming and yelling and hollering. The one case where the frauditor in California, I believe he was just screaming the whole time. The judge told him to tone it down, and he said, "Sorry, I have anxiety. I talk loud." And it's like, no, you don't. That's just you just being arrogant. But the judge was afraid of crossing the line, so to speak, so that if the frauditor were to lose, they'd have a good chance on appeal. I love judges that are firm but fair, as Judge Darrow is, laying it down for Brooks, saying, look, you can give your closing statements, your closing arguments, make your statements, whatever you want, but there are rules in this court that you must follow. And I understand some judges, because people come into court pro se, they're a lot more lenient on them because they're not licensed attorneys. I get that. But to allow a frauditor or anyone control the court when the judge truly is the one in control of the court, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Oh, GJ, that's so kind of you, but you don't have to lie. You don't have to lie. But I appreciate that. No, look, this is my life, this is my job, this is what I like to do, But I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm gonna actually call it quits here. Okay, I know GS is about to get started. I'm just gonna send everybody over. I'm tired. We're gonna call it quits. I think that's interesting. The Brooks trial. I've had people make fun of me saying, "Oh, you keep bringing up Darrell Brooks." Well, Darrell Brooks is an interesting case, very interesting case. And look, I enjoy watching it. I enjoy going back and watching it. If you guys don't like watching it, then don't watch my channel. I don't think people realize it's that simple. If you don't like someone's content, instead of coming back repeatedly and reminding them how much you hate their content, just don't watch it. All the trolls that keep coming back on my channel, leaving me these nonsensical comments. And I'm like, if you hate my guts so much, just don't watch me. Like, clearly, you must like interacting with me enough that you're putting forth the energy and effort in your busy life. You're the one to say, oh, well, Will doesn't have a life. I have a life. That's why I don't have a channel. Right. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna sign off here. Go Birds. We're back in Philly on Friday. Hey, I'm going to put out a community post. If you guys want to, I might do a live stream while I'm at the parade. Might be a face reveal. Might get to see my family. We'll see. I'm really thinking about it. I'm really thinking about doing a live stream at the parade on Friday, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll be back Wednesday night for a stream. Short one, but, we'll be back. Thanks, guys, for coming. Thanks for hanging out with Will tonight. Love you guys so much. And Eagle Nick can take us away.
Now, everybody say goodbye for about the 7th time to the newest Frauder Mania YouTube handle he has created. Go create you a few more, because Eagle Nick Audits is fixing to send you out the door.
Oh, what an assault.
Fuck you up. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say it again, bro. Say it again. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, boy.
Are you serious right now?
Let's go.
Don't you touch me. Don't you put hands on me. This is a lawsuit, sir.
Okay.
Everybody see what's happening? Look at this.
And by the way, Vegas, you're a child. You are a petulant, immature baby child. And I knew you weren't coming tonight because you, sir, are a pussy.